Namaste and welcome to class, and thank you so much for sitting with us with your unconditional presence. And today's class is about a spiritual identity and attachment to that. So I want to explain a little bit about what is a spiritual identity. Let's say you have transcended all the ego and the personality, and it's such a relief. You are not reacting, you are more neutral, you have a sense of everything is good, I am good, and what I did to get to this place is the perfect thing, and everybody should have that practice. So in that you create of, I am okay. I don't need to work anymore. I have arrived. And we have seen that perception in different cultures and even within our community, where you have this sense of superiority that you understand the truth, you understand freedom, you understand, you feel light, you feel that, you have achieved something, that you're well, and you create certain attachment. There's nothing wrong with that, but you start protecting it and you start seeing that that's the only aspect of yourself. So in that identity is embedded the third I am, right? We have the I am of earth, the I am of soul, the I am of spirit. And we have a story, right? Remember when we were in some parts of India, in Varanasi, I think it was, that we realize that entrenchment of a spirituality, that it was contained in a bubble, but not really flowing to all the masses, and that create a lot of social classes or discrepancies, and it's just not fully flowing beyond the belief system of the spirit. So, and that is subtle. It's subtle because you're subtle and you know how to navigate the earth, and you understand the flow of life, and you know a certain surrender, and you think that that's it.
Yeah.
And, yeah, right?
Well, a spiritual identity is like any other identity. It's false when you get down. Like it's something that you manufacture.
Mm-hmm.
Like any other kind of identity, I'm an athlete, or I'm a wealthy banker, or but the whole identity around that, and you defend that. Just like as you described, on a spiritual path, you think that you've reached somewhere, you're enlightened or whatever, but really you're not. You're still very attached to something that you're not.
Yeah, and also it's danger because you have certain power and you can replicate certain state of bliss, a state of, certain experience that you call a spirit or spiritual or expansive, and then you pursue that a state of bliss or a state of wellness, or you want more of that, and that really is just create more tension within, and actually it's very dangerous because you want to impose on your own self how that experience of bliss, that experience of creation, which we know is not an experience. It's more a state of being. And again, you can conceptualize that. Oh yes, it's a state of being, or it's a sensation. It's nothing to do with sensations, the five senses, with the sense of time. It's timeless. But in that arrival, you don't even notice. You don't even give the importance. So that's when Osho used to say that enlightenment is just a joke, because it's already, you are already in it, right? It's just that simple awareness. But anyway, what I want in this class is that you understand that attachment, or that danger to the attachment to the spiritual identity. Thank you so much. You have something else to say?
There's a lot more to say, yeah. Like you can be attached to the holy man or the holy woman.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
Which, and then you defend that, and like it's just another position that you take, and you base it on experience. I had this experience, therefore, I'm at this stage, where by the Zen masters have always said, if you meet the Buddha, have no mercy. Kill him immediately, because then you have this experience, and you think you're at a certain place, and you always think you have to get back there. You have to get another experience to top that one,
Yeah, yeah.
That's a kind of a spiritual identity, I need to have that. So if I get another experience, so then you're pursuing a projected point, you're immersed still in the illusion of ego then,
And mostly you are, with that position, you are avoiding to incarnate more the spirit in the flesh, because it makes an impediment of really touching earth and living the lessons that you are designing. If you remain in that bubble that replicates itself, we have witnessed it.
We've
how
seen that, somebody has like some kind of, they think they're evolved spiritually, and they fight to maintain that. They fight right till the end. And then they take that fight into the afterlife.
Yeah, and they replicate patterns of what is called a spiritual, creating a kind of a sphere or a balloon or an energy field that is just like a house of mirrors that is impeding really the flow to earth. And there's no really a deep information coming from earth up and from the spirit down. So it blockages that current path. So it's a lot to say on this, but at least to understand that the relationship to the Manipura is an important passage, because you need to realize at one point that there is no authority, that you are your own creator, and how you administrate your creation is all part of your responsibility. So when you dissolve the authority, and when you dissolve that fight with the external, and with any figure that represent that, mother, father, teacher, whatever, you move more into the flow. So in the spiritual true identity in the Manipura chakra, in that I am, it's just calm. You are not fighting, you are not proving, and you have your will is the will of the spirit. Your will is the will of your own heart. The will is not something that you need to impose on others. Your will is not something that defines you. The opposite. Your will is in alignment and harmonization with your purpose, with your why you're here. So the beautiful I am, that third I am, the spiritual I am, is very necessary, and it's a passage where you are serving more. Your I am is not confused. Your I am is in connection with the heart. And in that moment, the harmonization or alignment, you listen to your heart, truly, rather than listening to, oh, I should not have an authority, or this person is trying to impose things in me, I want my will. That is all, you're just losing energy. Thank you so much for sitting with us in this beautiful day, and I'll see you in our next lesson. Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you.
Yeah. Namaste.